Hi, I'm Joel, at-home chef dad, and we're going to try to get a delicious, healthy meal on the table in less than 20 minutes. So let's get started. So tonight we are actually going to make some sauteed salmon. Try to get a nice little crispy brown coating on top of our salmon here. We're going to serve it with some sauteed spinach, mushrooms, and red bell pepper all together. So instead of serving this with rice, we're actually going to serve this with riced cauliflower. So we're going to do some garlic sauteed cauliflower rice tonight, and try and make this dish delicious, but also healthy. Weeknight dinner done in about 20 minutes or less. And I've got about 18 ounces of salmon. That's enough to feed my family. Of course, if you're cooking for one or cooking for two, adjust accordingly. One of the first things you want to do is, I like to check for bones. I know that a good fishmonger will remove the bones for you, but every once in a while you'll find one right there. There we go. It's good to get those out. I'm just trying to portion my fish so I have nice fillets to work with. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to get a nice, really crispy golden brown crust on the flesh side. So I could have removed the skin. It doesn't really matter. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to cook it most of the way on the flesh side, get a nice crispy crust, and then I'm going to flip it to the skin side and continue the cooking until it's finished. And then I'm going to serve it on a bed of garlic cauliflower rice with the sauteed spinach, bell pepper, and mushrooms. So let's get started. Now here is my here is my secret weapon per se. It's garlic confit. I'm going to cook the salmon in this oil, and that is where a lot of flavor is going to come from. So not only am I going to cook the salmon in this oil, I'm going to saute the vegetables and the garlic cauliflower rice in this oil as well. Probably smash my garlic oil. A couple tablespoons. Nice and hot. Flesh side down. You can watch the change of color as it goes up. Now I'm going to lower this to about medium. It's about medium high flame. What I want to achieve here, besides cooking my fish, is I want a nice golden brown crispy crust. Another thing you want to not do is you don't want to touch it. The more you move this fish around, the more you're just going to mess up the crust that can form. So I just let it go. And even though these edges down here around the belly side of the fish are much thinner than here, there's a lot more fat in this belly. So I am not afraid of it kind of like overcooking or not cooking as evenly up here. So while we're cooking the salmon, I'm going to go ahead and get my veggies going as well. Drop in some garlic oil. I don't know, tablespoon and a half. And I'm using some riced cauliflower. And I'm just going to unload my riced cauliflower into that. Get a little saute going. Season with a little salt and pepper. We'll get this going. I'm going to move this to another burner, and I'm going to start cooking my sauteed mushrooms, bell pepper, and spinach. So just wanted to bring this back in and show you what I'm looking at. It looks like the fish is about 75–80% cooked, almost all the way up. And now I am going to flip it and see if I have the crust that I was hoping for. So careful. That looks good. And I'm just going to let that go for another minute or so. So what I've got now, I've got my skillet heating up. It's nice and hot. I've got some sliced mushrooms, baby bella mushrooms, red bell pepper. I've got some baby spinach. And I'm going to saute this all together. Start with the garlic oil. Nice and hot. Get my mushrooms in. And my bell pepper. Looks like I could use a little more oil. I like to let my mushrooms go for a minute or so. It'll kind of get brown before I add the salt. Once you start adding the salt, it's going to release a lot of liquid. Okay. A little black pepper. So let me show you the cauliflower rice while we're doing this. Switch burners for a second. There we go. Can you see? Can't smell it, but it smells like garlicky fried rice. It smells amazing. It's getting close. I'm going to actually toss in some shallot. Looks good. Shallot didn't take long. Let's hit it with a little wine. And you've add the spinach. Put a little salt on top. Maybe a touch more black pepper. And we are almost finished. Look at that. God, it smells good. Those peppers. Let that go for about another minute and I'm ready to start plating. Start with the cauliflower rice. Bottom of the bowl. Nothing fancy, just get it in there. Nice color. That smells delicious. Sauteed mushrooms, peppers, and spinach with the shallot and white wine. It smells so good. And let's get the salmon. Beautiful crusty salmon. Serve that right on top. And there you have it. That is our finished product. Okay, let's see how this tastes, how it looks. Mm. Mm. That's good. Especially this nice crispy fatty area down here. Look at that. Wow. It's the best part. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.